Hey guys, and welcome to another video and another episode on how-to guides. Today we are doing a how-to on getting out the front wiper motor from a Ford Fiesta Mk7. The first thing to do is open up the bonnet. This one has been crash damaged, so it was already open, and we would put the stay arm up so we don't get hit by the bonnet, because we don't want that. So bonnet open, the stay's there so it doesn't fall on our head, because that's not going to feel very good. And the first step we're going to do is we're going to undo these, and these just literally just twist and pull. They're just little rubber grommets that just sit over the nuts so they don't rust. Same on that one. 15mm nuts. We're going to cheat and use an impact gun. There's one. There's two. And then we're just going to gently push without pushing too hard, because what you don't want to do is smash against the windscreen. So I put my hands around like that and I just push that, and that releases this off the actual motor mechanism. And we'll do the same with that side as well. But if we start off by doing that one, and that releases that, and that's the wiper arm off. And that's what I mentioned about it releasing off the mechanism there. Look. So that's the wiper arms off. The next stage would be to undo these metal clips, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. We've already undone the middle one, so we're going to undo all those 6 just by using a screwdriver. We can just get behind here and just prise that out. Just like that. Probably better off with a smaller screwdriver, but that one will work. And we do that across all the 6. With all those metal clips removed all the way across, our next step then is to remove this rubber trim. We don't need to remove it right the way up, we can just remove it from the bottom here. And we can remove that just by pulling this up, pulling it that way. Get a screwdriver, just lever that out there, and that releases that, and that's what that is. It just clips underneath this trim, and that's what that piece is, just under there. Repeat that process to the other side, and that will release that one as well. And just pull this trim up. Again, same on the other side, just pull this up. And then as you come around the front, just grab the scuttle trim and just prise it up, go along, and that's the scuttle trim removed. And while you're here, it's worth quickly grabbing the hoover and hoovering out all this dirt, because it just blocks everything up, and it'll just be much tidier while you're here. And then after that, we've got these 8mm either side. We undo those, and we've got the 10mm sat there in the middle. Now with all that hoovered out and the bolts all removed, we can just pry this out, pry that out. It's a little bit fiddly. You can remove this panel. To remove this panel, you would need to remove the headlights to get to the bolts on this. This one's actually missing, but there is one down there. So you'd have to remove the headlights as well. but you don't really need to do that, but you can do if you want to make life a little bit easier. But this is more of like a little bit of a cheat, and this just does wiggle out, as you can see there, and it does just pull out. It's just a little bit fiddly. Again, being careful of the windscreen as well. It does just pull out. It gives you enough because there's a little bit of flex in this plastic. That pulls out there. And with this wiring loom, it just clips in here and here, and this is what we use one of these tools for, because that pries in there. I'm going to do this with 2 hands off camera, or we might be able to do it with 1. No, we're going to do it with 2 hands off camera, so we undo that and that one, and then we'll get to that plug, which I'll show you in a second. Now with that and that removed, these plugs can be a little bit of a pain, and there are a lot of them are on the VWs as well, these things. There are a lot on the Fords, on all the headlights and stuff as well. The best thing to do is get the screwdriver in there and just wiggle that clip. You see how that's moving that, and normally that releases it. Sometimes these are seized and can be a little bit fiddly, so that's just how I've always done it. It's a little bit easier. Sometimes you can go this direction and pull it back, but it doesn't quite work, and it might snap that clip there. So the best thing to do is just give it a little wiggle. That'll come off, and I've already unclipped it for video purposes. Once that's loose, this just pulls away, and you can see under there why when I move that clip, you can just about see that plastic that releases that up, and then obviously that will come off the wiper linkage. And here we have it. Here is the front wiper linkage, and these are quite common to go as well, especially through the winter in the UK. The motors always generally burn out, and for anyone buying one, always make sure you get this matching part number to your car, because they do differ and it might not work. So you where that 8A61 is, and then so on, that's the part number you will need to get one that matches your car. Sometimes there's part crossovers. You can probably find a pattern part probably on Euro car parts or something like that, but the OE reference would ideally need to match that AE61. The codes at the end, the BA, if it says BE or BD or whatever, BB, that should work fine. That's normally just the year reference, as long as the first 4 are the same and in the middle are the same, and then the B is the same. The last one, A, doesn't normally make a difference, so you'll probably get away with that, and that'll work fine. And while you've got the wiper linkage removed, before you're replacing another one, again, you might as well just get the hoover and clear all in here and in the gullies, just where there's a load of cobwebs and dust and everything. That'll help prevent any rust and just water sitting around. So yeah, that's the wiper linkage removed. Thank you for watching the how-to guide once again. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll be very grateful. All the subscribes will help push more content to the channel, more how-to guides, because we would definitely push more knowing that it's helping a lot of you guys. If you could comment as well, even if it's just a cheers for that, or even if there's constructive criticism or something we have missed, please let us know and we will add it in our future videos. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.